Drill and fasten door hardware carefully so the new wood jamb does not split. When installing hardware on a new door jamb, start by selecting the correct screw length and diameter for the material and the hardware. Mark pilot locations with the hardware template or by holding the strike or hinge in place and scribing the hole centers with a sharp awl. Use a drill bit that is slightly smaller than the screw shank for pilot holes in solid wood, and use a bit equal to the screw core diameter for dense or hardwood. For softwood, reduce the bit size by one size to keep threads engaged without forcing wood apart. Countersink the pilot holes so the screw head seats flush and reduces radial stress that causes splitting. Drive screws slowly and stop as soon as resistance increases noticeably to avoid over-tightening, which compresses fibers and creates split starts. If you need extra clamping force, use a screw with thicker threads rather than tightening harder. For a cleaner load path, place screws at least 2 inches away from the edge of the jamb when possible, and stagger multiple screws so stress is spread across the grain rather than concentrated in one line. Common mistakes include drilling no pilot hole at all, which forces the screw to displace fibers and often produces long splits. Fix this by always drilling a pilot hole sized to the screw core and countersinking it. Another common error is using screws that are too long or too thin, which either protrude into framing or strip and break the wood. Choose screws long enough to engage framing behind the jamb, but short enough to stop before penetrating visible interior surfaces, and select a thicker diameter for greater shear strength. A third issue is driving screws flush by brute force, which cracks the surface around the head. Instead, hand start screws. And finish with a low torque setting on the drill, or use a screwdriver, so the head seats gently and does not compress or tear the fibers. BigHomeProjects.com connects homeowners with local contractors and provides a discussion community where users share experiences and ask installation questions. We help contractors find work by giving them a place to connect with homeowners and participate in community discussions.